Was it more what they did versus how you performed? As Kirby talked about after the game, some guys just got whipped, and then other times we were watching the film, we're like, well, there's a guy, one more guy than they have. So after you went back and watched it, what did you see?
After I went back and watched, it was literally we got out schemed in some aspects a little bit. That's what we came in and talked about at halftime. It was just like we got to go out and run the ball. We have to find that identity again in the second half. And that's what we went out and did. We just kept fighting the whole second half and see what the outcome was when we finished.
What was the mentality on those last two drives?
Defense, offense.
Offense.
Honestly, just trying to get the ball in the end zone, trying to score. For the defense, 3 and out, get the offense the ball back. I know I told every offensive lineman that. From me personally, I was like, we're gonna get y'all the ball back for 3 to 4 plays, and y'all go back and score. So we did, and we scored. Was able to shut the game out.
Chris Smith talks about all the time about going to the doctor, fixing things. What can you all do as a defense to try to, go to the doctor after this tough performance? And
literally just fix some things that we may have busted on, fix some covers we may have played wrong, some runs we may have faded wrong. Just literally just go back and find out things that teams might copycat on that we can improve on and build on for the next week.
How's Jalen doing emotionally? Obviously, this was a big year for him, and first there's the ankle, now there was the knee, and how are you guys responding to that as a D-line room with you kind of star dude out?
He's still in great spirits. He's still the guy that walks around laughing, having fun. So when you see that from a guy that possibly kind of got some time taken away from a game, he's taking it very well. He's still in a great mindset, great headspace.
What's the biggest adjustment though the rest of the defensive linemen have to make now with him out of the lineup?
I don't think it's a big adjustment. We just got to go play. We got to go. One guy may have to play a little bit more than he's been used to, but that's nothing we can't.
Now, one of those guys I think you're talking about, he's probably Bear. Right? We've seen him get, especially last week, a lot more reps. Kind of what's he bringing? How quickly is he learning?
He's learning very fast. Still a freshman a little bit, so but he definitely has time to learn. When he knows what he's doing, and he can be disruptive with Jalen sometimes. So when he finds out the defense and learns the defense a little bit more, he's going to be really good.
Schematically, does Jalen being out change where any of you guys use that inside more period, or is it just kind of put in Bear and Oz and roll it in?
No, we just plug in different guys, next man up. That's just kind of the thing that the defense and the team as a whole kind of has adopted. When one guy goes down, the next guy got to be ready to play.
How confident are you in this group being able to do that, the kind of playmaker that you are?
I'm still confident in every guy in my room, from me to Warren to Bear to Nas, Bill, Tyrion, all those guys. I'm confident in everybody.
Did you watch the film of the play that Jalen got in? Do you think that was a shot block?
Personally, I might be biased when I say this, but yes. We can't really go back and do anything about it now. There's kind of things we can't really control. So just gotta keep playing.
How is players and defensive linemen?
We saw Takee Smith around the ball a lot. Can you kind of assess Takee Smith's, he got his first start, and he seemed to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, he's a ball, man. Before Takee messed his knee up, like we seen flashes of it. The first when he got here last year, before he got hurt with his foot, and he loves to be around the ball. He's a guy that punches the ball out. He gets turnovers, so it was great to see him in that starting position.
We also saw Demas Johnson kind of, he's only 5 games in as a starter, but he was talking some guys up, seemed to kind of grow up before us. We also missed on some big tackles. But when we go back and watch the film and being on the sideline, what can you tell us about Demas Johnson?
He's a big time leader, and I think Coach Shue prepares his guys in that room to
What does it say about a guy that's a sophomore just like that, already doing that? As he mentioned, 5 games in this group. What does that say about this team? This is a lot of people who said maybe they don't have as many leaders as they did last year. But a sophomore doing that, what does that say to you?
It just goes to show like the way we prepared, like the way that we're coached, the way like it's a player-led team. Like even like in our workouts yesterday, we had the coaches leave, and we sat down with the team and like, hey, we got some stuff to fix before we go into this next week. So we just gotta keep putting our best foot forward.
Is that kind of everybody knew y'all were going to be younger this year, and then you come out of the gates, no drama.
drop off? Is the last 2 weeks a little bit kind of a reminder about Cal?
No, I still feel like we have everything in front of us. I mean, when you go back and actually look at the game, we really only lost on 2 plays. I think it was the end around and then the big play that Malachi shot them on the goal line. I think everything else was field goals. So I feel like we beat ourselves in aspects of the game.
But did it any way the way y'all started? Like, low
No, I trust my guys and I believe in my guys. We're gonna fight to the end. We're gonna fight to that last zeros on the scoreboard. So I no doubt came over me there in that game.
What stands out about Tank Bigsby when you watch film?
Tank, he's an explosive runner. He likes to hit it downhill. He can't make you miss. So we just gotta wrap him up and be ready to play.
What do you think this team learned about itself? Big night game, road environment, you guys are down. What do you think this team learned about itself in a game like that?
Say that one more time.
What do you think this team learned about itself facing some real adversity like you did this last Saturday?
It brought us closer together, man. We really showed that like we can when we're down, we can count on our guys, count on the guys beside us. I said that after in the press conference after the game. Every guy that crossed that line on Saturday was a leader. He knew what we were going into. He knew that we had to keep fighting. We had to keep chopping to the end. So I felt like everybody that played on Saturday and that was around us was a leader.
How would you assess how the defensive line played as a whole against Missouri?
We could have played a lot better, but I feel like in ways of the game they tried to take us out of it. We were getting us to run sideways and trying to run it downhill. So we definitely could have played a lot better in that aspect. Trying to knock the offensive lineman back and get it for no gain.
So I'm a guy like Malachi, makes that play like it did and runs down that running back before he gets to go. What kind of extra credit does that give him for his teammates? See a guy who's not going to give up on the play no matter what.
It just shows the type of player he is. He doesn't want to let as a defense, we don't want anybody in our end zone. So with him showing that as a freshman, it puts things in perspective. Like this guy isn't going to let us allow without. So.
Did you guys watch that play on film yet?
Yes, we have.
What was the kind of reaction of everybody whenever he kind of?
I said he at least if he didn't hit 22 miles per hour, something's wrong.
Yeah.
He's a fast kid, man.
Missouri a couple times got in the red zone and they had false start penalties. So that's something you guys working on, maybe trying to get them to jump a little bit?
Not really. I think it's just an intimidation factor. I mean, I really don't know. Nothing was said, nothing was done, so I guess they were just a little scared. I don't know.
Get time for 1 or 2 more?
With Auburn has a pretty dynamic quarterback in Robbie Ashford so far this year. What do you see from him, and what does that really do, kind of leading into the preparation for this week, knowing that he can make plays on the ground?
When you know somebody has a mobile quarterback, you just know you got to keep him in a trap, keep him in a box. It's kind of like when teams play Kyler Murray in the NFL. They don't want to usually let him out of the pocket, try to tame him and trap him. You just got to do that early and often.
I guess prepare when you're 44-point favorites one week, 28-point favorites the next week, 29-point favorites next week. Is there any tendency to say, look, we got this in the bag already?
No. We say the hay's never in the barn until that ball's being kicked off the tee, whatever time the kickoff is. So you just got to keep preparing for walkthroughs, to meetings, to everything. You just got to keep getting better.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you.